Should be able to hear me now. I had it on mute and forgot to unmute the mic. We got YP up in the house. We have the Money Boys in the house. T Money. You should be able to hear me now. TFT in the house. That's good. I had it on mute. I'm doing some different stuff that I hadn't been doing with YouTube. I put it in subscriber mode for a good reason, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Two lives ago, or was it last weekend? I believe last Saturday, T Money, you was here as well, and you witnessed this. And I remember TFT telling me you done made 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations. I was like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm into my content. I don't believe it's real. In my heart, I didn't believe it was real. It didn't feel surreal to me. So somebody else said something about it, and I happened to go to the kitchen to get something to drink, right? And then my son was like, "Dad, you over 1,000 subscribers," and that's when it kicked in. Now the trolls that was in here last weekend was the midget, wiser than most, wise from above, and two female trolls. They might have been from all the same person, just had one account and had different avatar picture of people, or it could have been five different people. I didn't check at the time. So it was that crew that did it. We had a surreal moment. I talked about suicide prevention. I talked about how people go through tough times during the holidays, right? And what sparked that conversation was from the midget because he asked me about had I heard the news about P. Diddy. And that's what led to that. That's what trolls do. They will distract you from your content that you're putting out on live streams. They love to attack live streams. They know the ones they can't attack, and they know the ones they can. Because majority of the ones they can't attack is going to be in subscriber mode only. And I got it in subscriber mode, 1 hour subscriber mode. So they did it again last night. Reese's in here. They did it again last night. And Reese did a phenomenal job as a managing moderator once he realized what I was actually saying. And he went and checked. I was like, no, it can't be true. Because they did that last weekend. He checked, he seen it wasn't true. He went ahead and got rid of the troll right then and there. So them been my trolls ever since I started this channel. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. You got to do that because once they see that they can't control your channel anymore, control your narrative anymore, and they try to especially cause chaos and confusion so your subscribers won't look at you or your viewers won't look at you anymore, your potential subscribers with your viewers. So the ones that you have, it's not fair to them, your subscribers. They not getting value from your channel anymore. And they decide later on down the road, man, this is not a channel I want to look at anymore. That was the what you call an ambush assault attack. That's what the purpose they do it for. Can't do it tonight unless they become a subscriber for real. So all they're gonna do is unsubscribe. So I'm gonna pat my feet on the concrete and get my subscribers like that, like I always have. And I'm gonna touch with different businesses that's gonna subscribe as well. All of it be organic. They will be participants on what goes on for the show, right? All right, I want to share some information with everyone, and we're gonna start with the community post. Um, this is what I want to say before I get started. A lot of content creators had talked about the EBT program over a year ago. If it looked like I'm sweating, I actually am. The warm in here, I'll cut the air conditioner on. But yeah, they talked about it. They did all kind of content on it. I was almost one of the last content creators to talk about it. Once I gave my perspective on my case study, coming from a Memphis perspective, and they seen that I was exposing the truth. The truth was that they weren't telling the truth. It wasn't that they was actually lying. They just was not telling you all of the truth about the program. And then when I came with the calculation, the mathematical equation, the mathematical calculation, to where you would know how much that EBT offer is before you accept it. So the naysayers and the haters, they wouldn't acknowledge it, right? So it was a content creator today, PJ, Gig Hustler. He said, well, I'm getting ready to get off into it and dig a little bit deeper myself and find out what's going on, right? So what I did was, how I do my reviews, how I analyze content creators, and I look at their content. So he had two receipts. Both of them was almost the same, but they had the same amount of minutes and all of that. And I got some powerful stuff to share today in this live. I'm gonna go once again because nobody going to the premiere edition. The ones that just want to come in here and I don't have to subscribe. I can get the same amount of information the subscribers can. And then I'm gonna discredit the content creator that's putting out the content. They will look at bits and pieces, but yet they didn't look. I can tell who look at my videos and who don't. That's the reason why I started to interact with the comment section and in the comment sections. And I will be probably in future videos letting content creators know that you definitely got to protect your channel. And it's all kind of scams be off in them comments that you don't realize that's in there that try to get your viewers to click on their links. And if you click on those links in the comments, then they can hack into your stuff. Okay. And I'll be talking about that probably in the next video. But keep a heads up that if you see any kind of links, I'm gonna be paying attention to any links that I then validate to be on this channel. Moderators get rid of it. Just make sure you don't click that link. Just get rid of it by getting rid of the hide the user, remove them. That's it. Click, don't click on those links because there will be scammers and hackers that invade the channel. I'm gonna give you a prime example. A few months ago, they was putting porn on the chats, just spamming you with the porn. I know Reese remember, and I remember, but they're gonna be coming with different links, like they giving you information from an information channel. Then when you click that link, boom. If I didn't endorse it, if I didn't promote it, don't you click it. So I wanted everybody to know about it tonight. Let me go ahead and talk about the community post. This is what I want to share with you. And I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to go into the mathematical equation or mathematical calculation. Let me go ahead and go to my channel. I don't want to do it up there. I can do it better right here. See, I did have 993. Now it's back down to 992. I know how to get my subscribers. I'll get them. Now, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to go to the community post. I got to get another phone. Bottom line, I just got to get another phone. You're going to see EBT versus EPO. I got two receipts. One is EBT and the other one is EPO. So let's look at this real quick. This is earned per offer. On that screen there, when you go to that community post, you can look at it, you'll see it right there, right? All right. I'm going to see, can I pull it up in my file so you can be able to see it a lot better. It looked like it right there. Let's see. No, that's not it. Look like it might not be in my file. And then it might be. Hold on. This is it right here. That's it right there. You got a better view of it and everything. I'm getting ready to explain it to you. That is earned profit, right? December the 2nd, which was yesterday, from 11 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. 1 hour 11 minutes active time, 1 hour 13 minutes dash time. 2 offers, 2 deliveries. This is a stack order. All stack orders is not created equal. Okay. The perfect thing in having top dasher status is you have a whole lot of options to choose from. These other content creators not going to tell you about it. It's not knocking them, but they're not telling you this. Either they know about it or they may not even know. The more content that I'm looking at, it's looking like they're having a struggle trying to understand what this program is all about. Okay, I get a Frida's order, right? The Frida's order is $8. You see the DoorDash pay, you see the customer tip, and I got a tzatziki. Pull up, it's $18.50. Then you see the DoorDash pay, you see the customer tip, right? Now, I'm gonna prove to you that's my receipt because I'm gonna go straight to the DoorDash, my DoorDash drivers out. Somebody might have said, why you didn't do that in the first place? I'm gonna show you. First, I had to show you the screenshot, and now I'm gonna show you my deal here. These are my ratings right now. Those are my ratings. All right. I'm amazed it went up to 82. I almost thought the tier program was going to come. Some weird stuff was going on. I didn't see earn by time. I didn't see earn profit. I was like, wow, there's some strange stuff. It went straight into I was receiving diamonds today. So something strange going on. So I went ahead and did everything, and then it looked like it went right back to telling me, okay, you didn't earn by time. It looked like it was getting ready to change. So I don't know if it's coming to the area this year or next year, but it had me wondering. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the earnings tab. As you can see, I hadn't did that much work this week. I got around about 20 hours, all of that. I didn't do that much. It's been like that for the last 4 weeks because I had so much other things to do, painting. I did 2 paint jobs and other things. Got paid pretty good on that too, by the way. We're going to go ahead and go into this here. And we're looking at that receipt. It was on December 2nd, 2650. There's all my stuff is right there. So we're gonna go to Saturday. Down here at the bottom was my first order, 2650. That is earned profit. That's it right there. Same exact receipt I showed you before. Same exact receipt. There goes Frida's. There goes tzatziki. So okay, when you look at that's the reason why I want drivers and people to start looking at your own historical data. There's a lot of information here that you need to know about yourself, about how you choosing orders, how you selecting orders, the pattern of orders going down, and all of this is very imperative. More so now with this program than any of the programs, but I've been using this technique all the time. So you see the arrows right there where DoorDash pay and DoorDash tips are, where customer tips. You can tap that arrow there. It'll give you the breakdown of the base pay. There it is right there. What's up, Major? How you doing? So glad to have you in here and everything. So you got the breakdown right there. We'll go to Zeke. You see where it says DoorDash Pay. Hit the arrow, and it breaks down the base pay. It shows the breakdown and all that in the customer tip. Customer tip was $14. Always when content creators showing their screenshots and everything, especially if they're dealing with the EBT, it's going to show if it's talking about earn per offer up here or earn by time. What I have discovered is DoorDash pretty clever. They give out the EBT orders, put them on earn per offer first. When none of the drivers receiving them offers, then they shuffle them into the EBT, which means they trying to shorten that time on how drivers are maximizing their earnings. One thing DoorDash don't control, and it's one thing we don't control, and it's called chaos theory. We can't control when the customers place orders. We can't control their decision on how much they're going to tip today, how much they're not going to tip. We cannot control where they're going to place their orders at what restaurants, retail stores, all of that. We don't have control of that. That's called the chaos theory. All we can do is go by the demographics of we knowing that orders going down at certain restaurants that have these catering orders. We don't even control when customers decide I'm gonna go on the DoorDash app. I'm gonna order through DoorDash, but I'm gonna pick up my own delivery. I done seen so many customers since this summer to now using that feature, and they picking up their own catering orders, which means there's a reduction in catering orders out there. I wanted, especially the new drivers and beginning drivers, to understand all this information. They will be more receptive to receive it because it's going to make a whole lot of sense to them. They're going to be like, okay, we're being given the right information, but even though we're being given this information, what can I do with this information? Yes, it is market dependent, but it's more important to have the information so you can make the right decisions. So I also say in my disclaimer, and I'm gonna look up one of my videos so I can show you that disclaimer. It's very important. It may be some new people decide they want to come in today and see what the DoorDash revolution information is all about. And I'm gonna go to one of my live streams and let's see, can I pull it up? Try not to play it. There we go. Turn it down because I don't want to play it. I'm gonna go into my description box. This is my description box. And I'm gonna read that right there, my disclaimer. This case study is a review for education, information, and training purpose intended. Due to different markets and individual decision making will determine different results. There are some timestamps. You can use it as a table of content as well as you can use it as a bookmark. If you don't have time to look at the whole video, suppose you was looking at 20, 25 timestamp, you can say, okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. And you can just plug 2025 or 2015 here, and then you can go back and play it later. It's gonna go right back to that area that you bookmarked. This is the reason why I did it that way. That way you don't have to sit here and feel like you got to cram all this information in. I know what it's like trying to cram more information than your brain can contain. You know, I did it at Viking Range, was a lab technician, and they gave me two of them big binders. over 2,000 pages of stuff to read. Here you go, read it, come back with us. We want you to know something overnight. Please, there's 8 people in here. Please be able to give those thumbs up because I want this video to reach those new drivers and beginning drivers so they won't have to be twiddling their thumbs, running all over the place, not knowing what they're doing. A lot of people say, well, I'm not going to care about that. That's not affecting me. It is affecting you when they don't know how to make it what you call an executive decision on selecting their orders. They riding all over the place, man. They sitting at the restaurant. They holding orders. They declining everything. That's all they know. Is going to affect the way you make your money. You see, I know by experience because of the drivers I have in this area here. You also have them in your neighborhood too. You just not aware that's what's going on. So, okay. I wanted to let that disclaimer be made known so people can understand that I understand, yes, it is market dependent. But in my zone, I guarantee you them selling zones gonna have the same characteristics of other markets. Then some cities, got a whole city as a hot zone. We got 3 areas here to where drivers can think they score all the way down to 3% acceptance rate and get them orders. Now there's other areas they can't do it. But there are 3 zones in my area they can do it as of for right now. But Doordash changing the game. So the up and coming months, they're not going to be able to do it. About time they try to get on the gravy train on, let me get in here before it's too late. They're not going to be, they're going to be the ones that's going to have to wind up getting another W-2. There's nothing wrong with getting another W-2. Nothing wrong with it. There's going to be a lot of drivers going back getting one. I had one. Matter of fact, this is the shirt right here. Molly. I worked there 4 months after the automobile accident and everything. And a lot of the crazy stuff that I see happens out here. Everyone want to be in everybody's business, don't want to see each other make money, and all of that goes on in that warehouse I just left. Just got through talking to a guy. He called me. He said, look, man, things done changed. The people like you and others, we really want y'all back. I already know you not coming back. But, man, a lot of folks that did you wrong, they got fired now. When you know that you're doing right by people and people doing you wrong, keep doing what you're doing. Don't let it get you out of character. That's going to come back on them. And it's not karma either. I don't know where people get the karma stuff from. I was taught that if you sow a seed, you got to reap what you sow, which means harvest time. So if you do somebody bad, it's going to come back on because you sowed a seed of discord. But yeah, Major, we want to definitely give you a salute, brother, on how you address our community. And if you're still in here, I want to share some information of yours a little later in the video as well, because I didn't like what happened. Not from you, because you handled it the way I would have handled it. I didn't like how the way another content creator addressed the situation. But that's what happened when they don't want to be exposed. They don't want their viewers or audience to get that information. That's all what's going on. That's going to be this is some of the first of the attacks they're going to bring upon a content creator. They attack the small content creators, make sure that they keep you from having a voice. They try to silence you. I went through it. Reese went through it. You just went through it. But let me go ahead and finish talking about this receipt here. That was earn per offer. All right. Let me turn it back around again. Make sure everybody see it. I know you're not being silenced, brother, but that's what they'll do. They will do it. They did it to many content creators. When you get a chance, check out Joe Gigg's video where he got in his thumbnail Pedro, Kim, Side Money Plans. He had all kind of content creators out there. Roy, everybody picture that he had up there, he addressed them publicly, professionally, and everything. He kept it real. Check out Joe Gigs and check out that video, and you get a little bit of the history of what has happened then and what's happening now. You probably already know about it because you're not new. You're not new to this. You know what I'm saying? You've been looking at content creators for a while. You're not new to this. You probably said, man, I'm getting sick of it. It's time for me to get a channel. It's time for me to speak out and get others to speak out. And let's take care of this accordingly because we're putting a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth about this community. You know, and you're not new. You pretty much already know what's going on as well. So I'm gonna go to the next we're gonna go to the next screenshot right quick. All right, in the community post. Yeah, let's go to the community post. Wow, I got so much stuff in this phone. I'm surprised it's still working. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to my screen. That's even faster, and go to my last order, which is that's Saturday. What I did, I compared my first order with my last order. My first order was EBT, not EBT, but EPO, earn per offer. I wanted to start doing case study on the EPO. How can I get these large orders? I'm in the large order program. How can I get these nice payouts on these diamond orders? It's very tough in my market. It's super saturated, 99.9%. And this what driver support told several top dashers a year ago that everybody in your neighborhood are top dashers. 99.9% top dashers. 99.9% on a large order program. 95 to 95% of them using 3 phones, 3 different Doordash accounts. You know, they buy a family plan this time of the year, and they got 4 phones. Plus, they can get 2 tablets with Metro PCS. Then they can sit here and say, okay, I got DoorDash on this account, DoorDash on this account, DoorDash on this account, under 3 people, different names. You know, women was real notorious doing it in this area here. They would use their father's name, their mother's maiden name, and their married name, their own married name. That's 3 different names. I don't even know how they got away with it. I don't know how they got the Social Security number. I don't even know how they done it. I can't even explain that. Then the guys was using different relative names on theirs where they wouldn't get hit. So what they would do, they would tank one phone down to 3%, where they declining everything on the other phone at a high percent using the glitch to keep it, and then the one in the middle to where they could, just pass the order to themselves, juggle it to themselves off of one app, which was DoorDash, but they was on 3 different phones under 3 different names. That's what's going on. All right, so I seen it happen. I heard them talk about it. I went undercover before they actually knew who I was. Now they know who I am. They see me, they look. No, he ain't getting no information out of us. He know too much. I used to sit back, get right there up against them all incognito, and I was getting the ear full of information. A lot of them at the time didn't even know I was a delivery driver. So I heard a whole lot, saw a whole lot, So we're going to go ahead and go to This one here, earned by time, $32.25. This was my last order. You see the breakdown, and I'm gonna give you a more breakdown analysis on this order here. During that time, the peak pay for the active hour was $18.50. I got a stack order. I have to wait a long time at one of them. The other one probably 10 or 15 minutes. You will see here what time. It was 4:47, and then it was at 6:09 when I dropped it off. Active time, an hour and 15 minutes. Then you got your dash time, hour 22 minutes. It was one offer, two deliveries. One offer, two deliveries. Not two offers, two deliveries. Which means this was a stack order, one offer. It came in together. It wasn't an add-on, it came in together. I said, I can make, and let's see what was the miles too. The miles was total of 12 miles, $32.25. Okay, 1850, ladies and gentlemen. 1850. This is the mathematical equation that I want to share with those. 1850 divided by 60 minutes. This is how much you're going to get paid per minute right there. Let me hit the equal sign. That's how much you're going to get paid per minute. A little bit over 30 cents. If we round it off, it would be 31. But this is the true measurement on how that you get paid a prorated amount per minute. So I knew, okay, I think it showed 40 minutes times 40 minutes. I knew that I could get $12.33 off of one of those orders. I knew the other one was going to be at least half of that, which was 18. To my surprise, it was what I just showed you. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go to Doordash pay for this one. Doordash paid me $25.25 at Marble Slab. Let's hit that and see what that says. Base pay is $20.19. All right. The peak pay was $5.06 plus the customer tip. Okay. So all of that, including Great American Cookies and Great American Cookies, all of that was combined. Both of them orders. They treated both of them orders like two separate orders. So I almost came close to getting paid $36 for this here. I got paid $32.25. There's something else I want to share also. That was $32.25, right? You remember those that looked at More Finance and Nugs, they used to do a metric breakdown, how much you was making and all of that. And everybody was talking about active time, the money. We don't care about the dash time because, the dash time, I'm at the house or I'm just, I'm not active. I'm getting paid to be active. No, you're getting paid as that time ticking on the clock. So that was misleading information. I got a mathematical formula, calculations that I'm going to share with drivers to let them understand that when you think you're maximizing your earnings, you're not. You're going to be surprised when you look at that active time versus that dash time, how much money you losing. And if you lose the money, you're not making a profit, right? I'm not going to do it in this video because that's really another video. I want to show that information. When I show that information there, it's going to blow your mind like landmines. Then drivers are going to start looking at, we all losing money. We all losing money on these apps. You know, I talked about a short saying, the monopoly of Doordash, it got taken down. Snap finger ready. I'm going to do it again, see if it's going to get taken down. Because it is a monopoly of Doordash. They controlling these apps. They controlling our way of making money because they counting our money, putting a cap on it, you see, and all that. And I'm gonna tell you what my opinion is about that. You have drivers such as, what is that, Dasher, Hawaii, giggeezer. He did it on, the different apps before he started doing the cargo van and everything. These was drivers that said they made $100,000 a year. I know some engineers not making $100,000 a year. There are some people that work for DoorDash not making $100,000 a year. They're not making $35, $40, $45, and $50 an hour. Don't you think they feel a certain kind of way about that? Just think about it for a minute. It's just an opinion now, because I see how jealous people is, and I just left the warehouse again. How when they applaud you for being a hard worker, as they use you. Once people talk about management, talking about promoting you, extra $2 or $3 an hour, now everybody want to try to find a way to get you out the door. We all done experienced that. So you must understand, very true, Captain Throttle. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. More so now than ever. And when I show that mathematical calculation, it's gonna blow mine. You're gonna be like, how did you come up with that? I knew that, wait a minute, it's too much of a gap between my active time and my dash time. I'm having 20 hours of a gap in between there. It was like 20 to 25, especially when I was multi-app, because I was leaving the DoorDash app on. I'm losing money on this platform, thinking I'm gaining money over here. Actually, I'm actually losing money. And when people was bragging about they making $35 an hour, let me use a good example here. Let's see, can I use a small example? All right, let's say you did $35 an hour for 3 hours. That's $105, right, for 3 hours. Active time. But you had 6 hours of dash time. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm getting ready to, is it multiply? Let me make sure. Now, if I was making $35 consistently for 6 hours, this is what I would be making, right? Okay. But I wasn't making that. So if I turn around and divided that $35 by $6 active, 6 hours, that's five 58, 83. So with that being said, so 3 of those hours, we got to look at 3 of those hours was not $35 an hour, right? 83 times 3 hours Begin to see the money. Begin to see the money that I'm showing. So this is what content creators are afraid of. Yes, yes, they are. So if I go deeper into showing you exactly how much money that I made in 6 hours versus the money I made in 3 hours, and show you the money that I lost in those 3 to 4 hours of waiting around, have my phone on pause. That's what it mostly is, have my phone on pause. That's the time still tick on the clock. So if I turn my app on, I need to know how much money I'm making total time. Total time. And if I'm not making that amount on total time, I'm only making $17.83 for my total time versus what I made on my active time. I'm losing money. But I'm telling the viewers, don't worry about the dash time. Don't worry about the total time, just worry about the active time, because that's the time that I'm running and making orders. No, you need to count the time you turned that app on, the time you got it on pause. Well, I made the money on the other app. True, but you still lost some money somewhere in there. I will do a breakdown on that in detail. That was a small example. When I break it down in detail, you're going to be able to break it down too. And then when you see it, you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad about the money that you've been losing. That's the reason why when I was doing the Diamond Order program, and Reese know about it, we try to stay as close as possible. Dash time, active time with the dash time. That's right, Major. The manipulation of the drivers that goes against big earners and so on and so forth. You're right. You're right. You definitely is right about that. So that's what they was doing. They always tell me, "Well, I don't worry about the dash." And I said, "Hey, how come? How come that I'm working on the app? It's on. I got it on pause. I'm doing a delivery. I'm putting it on pause. So we got to stop listening to a lot of misleading content. We got to be able to identify when content is misleading. Veteran drivers are able to do it. Major is able to do it. Reese is able to do it. I'm definitely able to do it. I do my case studies in this market here to where you get drivers to say, maybe I need to do one in mine. Having your historical data, start studying and analyzing your own historical data, your data, because the AI know about your historical data better than us drivers know about it, because all we do is just get out and we all over the place. You need to understand how you're making your money. If you don't understand how you're making your money, how can you make a profit? That's what we wanted to get at. Now, you can make money on that feature, and you can make money on that other feature, but it's pros and cons to both of them. They done got so slick now to where we're going to make you take these reverse orders first on EPO. We're not going to give it to EBT fresh off the block, because they will be able to maximize on them earnings. When drivers get the declining, pitching, releasing, catfishing, they're just getting rid of the order. Don't want it. Not worth their time and money. Okay, what Doordash needs to do, they're halfway doing it. We need higher base pay, and we do need our tips. Drivers, we must know how to earn them as well. Better business etiquette, quality customer service, excellent professionalism. Learn how to get repeated clientele. When you don't get a tip, get that 5-star rating. That 5-star rating is sometimes better than just getting that tip from that customer. What you mean? Because that 5-star rating gonna lead to some more money. More money. And you're gonna be seeing that repeated client over and over and over again. So, okay. Now, Major, if it's all right with you, if you're still in here, I want to share your video. And I want to speak on what happened. Because it's the same thing that happened to me, same thing happened to Reese. And I'm going to explain. It's not tearing folks down. It's to get people to understand the history of why people attacking small content creators the way they attacking them that has a voice. Because they know if their viewers watching you, they're going to lose them. Because they treat them like a head count instead of giving them real value. And I'm going to prove it to you what I'm talking about. Let me go to YouTube studio. Yeah, somebody did unsubscribe. Let me go to YouTube studio here and let me go to my analytics. Let me go to audience. Okay. It's gonna tell you about your audience, the time the audience look at your videos and all of that. This is your historical data on the on YouTube AI. All right, the analytics. This is what I want you guys to pay attention to right there. They have analytics too. Channels your audience watch. There's a list of them right there. There's a list of them right there. Now, once you start getting people to listen to your content and they saying, man, this is new, fresh content, this is real content, guess what they're gonna start? Their audience gonna start seeing. You're gonna be right in that number right there to where, okay, their audience see you. How is it that their audience see you and they don't never mention your name? Yes, they do, they mention it. It's called suggested videos. They can't control that. Their video will suggest, if it's on that same topic, that they look at your video. And then they may say, hey, this is somebody new. This is Pedro, and his video said this is a suggested video. Let me look at the video. That's why they don't, that's why you got attacked like you did, Major. That's why I got attacked like that, too, Major. That's why Reese was getting attacked. That's why Glitch Dash was getting attacked. Jeff Thomas Black was getting attacked. For those 28 days, their viewers begin to see other content creators that's being suggested from their channel without them saying, well, I recommend you look at this content creator, that content creator. They can't stop that. They can't stop it. You see, so they get mad, so they get out and they start lashing at the content creator. Now, if it's all right with you, Major, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Play a little bit of it, and I'm gonna let y'all hear him speak. Subscribe to his channel too. You know, he got some very powerful information, especially new and beginning droppers. Definitely pay attention to this young man. Definitely pay attention to him. You know he's real. And you're gonna see all of my subscriptions right here. There go Major right there. All right. Let's go ahead and I want to share this powerful information. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we need to step up. We need better. We need to. This is a community here, and most individuals who run a community have respect for themselves and have respect for others. We're not calling people miserable clown scumbags and wishing people to choke. You know, I know people on these platforms, YouTube and certain communities, have beefs with each other. That's fine. You know, I'm not going to continue this, but I've been wanting to say this for a long time, and I'm not going to say it again. So, but I'm just speaking for all the people that don't have the courage to speak. And there are some people in the community that do have courage to speak, and I applaud them. I'm glad you're speaking and bringing awareness to the problems we have. But you know, so you know, if you're a DoorDash content creator and you spew stupidity and hatred, put a muzzle on it.
I agree with him. I agree with him. I agree with him a whole lot. I'm getting ready to add my 2 cents in. And this is what I want to say. I so often said it, you know, and I'm going to say it again. Don't let ignorance introduce you to stupidity. And don't let stupidity make you stupid. Okay? That's not the way to run a business, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you a good example. And this is this example I'm going to give you. I did heat and air. I'm still good at doing it. I go tell my customer, okay, this is the contract. I'm charging you $1,500 labor to install your condenser unit. Okay. Parts and labor included. Customer want to buy their own parts. I can accommodate them on that, but it's still me accommodating them on it. I'm gonna tell them how stupid they are if they try to buy their own heating and air conditioning unit. You stupid because you won't get a better deal than the deal I'm giving you. I will be wrong for that. And they should never use me as a contractor doing any work for them or their family or their friends or anything like that. Word of mouth can kill you as far as your business is concerned. So these pandemic drivers, because that's what they are. What I mean by pandemic drivers was the number, the money that they were making, the astronomical numbers that they was making. These drivers were so thirsty. Over here at Old Charlie's, they would go get with the hostess, give them $50, tip, and tell them, look, put me in the first of the line, put all the other drivers behind. I done gave you $50. I'm gonna come in here at least 4 to 5 times, make sure I get my order first. Those are thirsty drivers. Now, we are being accused of being thirsty drivers because there's not enough of them good orders out there, and the $6 and $7 order offers out there. We like, man, we done been waiting for a while. We got to make some money or go home. We're going to take some of these orders, see can we get the ball rolling so we can get into the algorithm, right? Okay, so a person that is in need to want to make money and earn it the right way, how is they thirsty? There's a difference if I'm trying to do what I need to do, then I'm doing something dishonest. There's a difference. So, Major, we thank you, brother, for giving us that information. You know, now I'm finna go ahead and do a small review on it. in the comments section, they called itself tribe. Well, Pedro, he probably took it down. Now he did. I believe he did. I got a screenshot of it though. Yeah, he took it down. But I got a screenshot. See, can I pull it up? I knew he was gonna do that. You know, he did it. Then he heard what I had to say about it, or somebody told him what I had to say about it. Then he took it down. At least I think he took it down. Major might have said, "Forget it. I'm just gonna get it on out of there." He said, "No problem." You know, it's good, brother. But see, when you start speaking the truth, they're gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you with all angles, and eventually you're gonna have to do the same thing. You know, when you get ready to start doing lives, if you ever choose to do lives, you're gonna have to, put it in subscriber mode only and all of that, so the trolls can't have control of your channel. Information man, he was in here that weekend when it happened too, and people was like, "Okay, you done made 1,000." I went to my son, "Dad, you made it," and it stayed like that for about 4 hours. And I was noticing on my YouTube live, it'll go back private, right? It did go back private, but I'm looking at the numbers of views kept going up. It kept going up. It kept going up. So I'm like, okay. I said, this hasn't happened before, so it must be true that I did get over the hump, right? And I checked and looked, got over the hump. 30 minutes after that, and then the video went back private. So, okay. I said I wasn't going to yet announce it anyway, unless I seen it at 1,100 or 1,200. 8 months ago, I said that I at least have 250 trolls. And when I reach that number, I'm expecting at least 250 to 300 to unsubscribe. So my subscribers will go down. But I've been patting my feet out on the concrete anyway, meeting people, interacting with people. I'll get that. I'm not even worried about it. So they tried it again last night. And I think who said something? Wise said, "Man, congratulations to 1,000." Reese was like, "Congratulations." Hold up, wait a minute. They did this last Saturday. So check this out. I'm not gonna celebrate until I get 1,200. And what I told people, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, it's just like a martial art instructor told me, Sifu told me, he told me this here. Getting that black belt, you haven't achieved greatness yet. This once you get that black belt, you just beginning to learn the art. This is the beginning of your journey. There is other levels till you get to master and grandmaster. You got to reach. It's a lifetime of learning and discipline. Same way with the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000, watch hours. It's just going to be a beginning of a journey. There's more tests ahead. There's more things on a higher level you got to do to get there. You feel what I'm saying? You got to make sure now that you give value to the viewers that want to listen to you. That means sometimes you're going to have to separate yourself from people, especially if you want to get your message across. Hot Facts Robbery said, first of all, Information Man said right. And then Major said, no problem. Information Man said right again. Hot Facts said, remember when I lost 350 at one time when they said no one watch him? Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. It's you got to go through this. You got to go through this hump or hurdle. You will go over it. You got to stay mentally strong. You got to have tough skin. You can't let your feelings get so out of whack that it tears you down. Can't do that. See, Reese, the mistake that you and I made, and I'm gonna say it publicly, we started out with the wrong group of folks. They came on our channel. said anything they wanted to sell on our channel. You see what I'm saying? And we allowed it and let it happen. It's because we didn't really know. Well, I'm gonna say I really didn't know. What's up, PJ? Here's PJ in the house, just sliding through to hit the like. I appreciate it, bro. I wish you stay a little longer. This is what I want to share with you. I enjoyed that video that you was talking about, you know, and everything. And I gave you a little formula that you can go by that when you first receive that offer, get your little cheat sheet. All you got to do, okay, I see the numbers, boom. Okay, I see this. I see the miles, I see the minutes. And this is the active hour, boom. There is that amount. I know I can at least make that amount, but I know I can make more. Boom. Do what you will with that information, brother. I want to be able to interview you. And the interview that I want to do with you is this right here. You're good at getting them catering orders. You have a story of information that I want you to be able to share with my viewers. I ain't saying share all your secret sauce. That's not that. I want them to be able to hear your experience from a Chicago perspective, if you know what I mean, you know, and everything. And I hope he's still in here and heard that. And information, man, I got to get with you too, because I want to be on your channel. You gave me the invitation, and I accept. Now I got to get with the program, and we get that thing going. You know, you got a lot of powerful information. Viewers that's in here tonight, PJ, check him out. Trust me, check him out. You know, and he got a lot of powerful information in there. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of powerful information. A lot of powerful information. And you're going to be like, man, I didn't know that. I didn't know this. And I did not know that. What I thought I knew, maybe I need to go back and do the real research on what our history and culture is all about. You see what I'm saying? It's very important. You know, they said what you don't know won't hurt you. That was a lie that they told our people. And then our people started telling us that lie. You see, so information will hurt you. The lack of information, the lack of knowledge, what you don't know, that's what I mean to say. What you don't know will hurt you. The lack of knowledge. That's why drivers losing a lot of money, because of the lack of knowledge, right? So when you got the lack of knowledge on how to use these apps, you're going to make the wrong decision on how you can make better opportunities to maximize your earnings to make a profit. That's what we want to share with new drivers and beginning drivers. These old seasoned salty dog drivers ain't gonna want to hear anything because they think they know everything. But at the same time, they know that you're right. We're going to attack them, this and that and the other. But they're using the technique you're talking about, but they're going to attack you. So back to Major once again. Pedro did a video. He might have took it down. I don't know. Let me see. Pedro did a video. So I'm not subscribed to him, so I had to cherry pick how I can get it. Okay, let's see. He may have took it down. He usually don't take none of his videos down. TFT, what's up? I'm back now. Missed most of the stream now, I think. Had to feed. Hey, man, I'm still here, though. So, you know, I'm going to republish it back out and everything. I know why they're here, because of the announcement I made last night. And I am going to talk about that. I know they got questions they want to ask. You know, let me find Pedro right quick. Let me find. All right. You know what? I don't even see that video. Yeah, it is. Here it is. This is it right here.
Where's my phone? Don't worry, not to find my phone.
I'm gonna do it.
Good customers, and most customers are good people. And there are bad customers. There are trash, low-life, scum, miserable clown human beings in this world. This video will have no tips, tricks, ride-alongs. It's going to have some realness. I got some things to say. I saw one of the more ridiculous videos I've ever seen on YouTube in this space today, and I'm going to respond to it because there's lessons to be learned with food delivery, and the amount of respect we should be respecting, like the amount of respect we should have for ourselves, should not stop. Hope you guys are ready. Buckle up. Welcome back to Mr.Betonyou. I use the gig economy, and I show you my experiences, and we've been doing it for almost 3 years on YouTube. I'm one of the more outspoken people in this space, GigTube space, gig community, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty outspoken. I've made mistakes. I've said a lot of things, good things, bad things. I am human.
All right, that's why I'm getting ready to stop right here. He goes through this charade every time he do something wrong. Still admitting he's wrong. He's gaslighting everybody, talking about how he's not perfect. None of us are perfect. If this was his way of apologizing, it's a piss poor way of apologizing. Now, he slammed this small content creator up against the wall, all because this man spoke the truth. This is the guy that called customers miserable human beings. I understand and get and can relate to the experience when you go to a customer, it's 10 miles away from the restaurant, and they didn't tip, right? This same content creator did a video that he was going to accept everything. Why would you accept everything and then complain about the orders that you took that you know for a fact they weren't tipping in the first place? For clicks and for views. This is a review. I'm doing a review. This is a review. For fair use and everything, this is a review. I'll be putting up them disclaimers and all of that. This is a review. You have to have done it for clicks and views. So that ain't the only reason why you done it. It was at the end of the month, and at the end of the month, they call it Hell Week. Sin City, he was the one came up with it. That you got to do 100 deliveries and get your AR up ratings up and become top dasher so you can get the best orders out there. So that's the reason why he accepted everything before the end of the month. How come he didn't do a video say I accept everything after the end of the month? Because he wanted the top dasher status. And he talks about it in another video, saying how he wanted those privilege. He turns around and he says, well, I'm not even going to talk about top dasher status. I just want to talk about the dash now. Man, you missing the mark all the way around. You got to have the top dasher status because it opens and unlocks opportunities where you can make that money. That's why I did the EBT and the EPO, which is the EBT program with those two features as a non-top dasher. Showed you my struggle. I showed it to you. And I'm going to show you up here. Let's go ahead and hear what else he got to say. He slammed the man up against the wall for no reason because the man told everybody about the truth. You know you said this about people. You knew you was wrong what you said about people. Then you come with this lame excuse as always about I'm not perfect. You know, he wants to get the green pass. He gets the green pass every time, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not right and that's not fair. See, here we go again, being a narcissist.
Flawed, I am a man. I've always kept it a buck with y'all. Always.
Same
And I
storyline.
have the utmost respect for my fellow men and women that do this kind of work, that are driving their automobile, using their gas, putting themselves sometimes in harm's way or danger, inclement weather, delivering to strangers we don't know. We are strangers to the customer, but we're delivering to people we don't know. Customers. All of us have had a customer lie on us. I didn't get my food because they want a free meal.
Mm-hmm.
This week, That happened to me. I also had somebody call DoorDash and say that I harassed them, and I didn't. I simply told them I wasn't going to deliver her order. We have customers that don't tip us, don't value us, don't leave porch lights on. They don't give us right instructions. They do too much. There are good customers, and most customers are good people. Most people are good people. And there are bad customers. There are trash, low-life, scum, miserable clown human beings in this world. And some of them order food.
Okay, you heard him, right? You heard it coming from his lips. This is what Major was talking about. Months ago, this man wanted to be on the DoorDash Council Committee. Okay, to where they choose dashers to get on the panel, you know, and that you could help, you know, make good decisions and all of that on making a better way for drivers to earn money. And then you got the VDC that deals with, you know, people of color, minorities and all that. So you could be on that committee as well. I told this man, he'll never make that committee. He'll never make that committee because of his behavior, attitude, and personality. He claimed he was a manager on the job. Well, we got dishonest people in the world. We got people that's going to always try to game the system. You know, it may not be just them only, but what about the behavior of drivers that think just like him? This is Mr. No Tip, No Trip, you see. And he want to keep that movement going. This is what I mean that puts a bad taste in the customer's mouth. My customers that watch my channel, I had customers and we talk, they say, you know, DoorDash, da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, we know who you are too, boom. And then they get to talking about this stuff right here. My audience have to hear. And I just proved to you how they get a chance to hear him. Because some of my videos was suggesting his videos. So they thought about, well, DoorDash Revolution is a decent man. He's got a decent character and stuff. So maybe we need to listen to this guy here. His video suggested this. And then they hear garbage like that. Trash garbage like that. I'm doing a review. So you're putting a bad taste in people's mouth, and people decide that, well, that was tipping. They decide they don't want to tip. Now, this is what I want to talk about right now. Us drivers, we brag too much about how much money we make. It's not consistent as well as sustainable. There's been a few that was able to make $100,000 a year. I just named two early. GigGeezer done it when he seen he couldn't do it like he used to. He switched over to the cargo van business. He better hope that I already know which direction he's going in, and he need to go in that direction too. And he's being quite successful. One day the cargo van business is going to be oversaturated as well. There's already a lot of people in my area talking about it. I done talked to 100 drivers. They're already saying they doing it. So, when they get in the ears of people like these Memphis drivers, they relentless. Once they do something, they blow up the spot till it get hot, and then the business go down the drain. Because we got a lot of dishonest drivers. Are all us drivers, do all us think like this guy here? No. But he done put a bad image on all of us. I don't want him speaking for me. I don't want him representing me. I sit there and I know he wasn't going to do it. I wanted him to be interviewed tonight on my channel. He tried to play like he didn't hear nothing. I see. That's how he do. You know, want to interview him. I had some questions for him. What kind of behavior that you have that you feel like you got to feel this way? The same type of orders that he said he was getting, I didn't got them before. Oh, I was hot. I was mad. I didn't call them. I didn't call people that, but I was mad. Then I had to check myself and say, look, you accepted that order though. Yeah, but I was put in a position where I had to accept these orders because of other drivers being too greedy. Now, in my neighborhood, I said these gig two communities need to keep in mind the customer may be watching this content. They are. They are. They done came to me. I interact with my customer. I don't know what the rest of them do. Sam Lee, 300,000, 2.5 years on the app, 204K on DoorDash, 33K on other apps. Yes. How many hours did he do per day? 7 days a week. I bet he didn't have get any sleep, did he? That's reason why people are saying we have become slaves to these apps because we didn't got too thirsty. You got others saying, look, man, I'm trying to make as much money as I can in 3 years to 5 years to where I can have a home, pay off my home, invest in the business or whatever. I'm not going to keep doing it like this. That's understandable. He verified live on cam. Oh yeah. But see, he's a young man. He got plans. He got goals, I believe. I don't believe he's a bud soda. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to start seeing him investing in stuff. And okay, you have to do what you got to do to invest. And a lot of drivers need to be paying attention to this thing, especially pandemic drivers. You need to pay attention because the pandemic honeymoon phase is over. Nobody locked up now. People getting their own food just like you told them to. They're getting their own catering orders just like you told them to. So they done got tired of drivers running off with the food. They done got tired of drivers when they bring the food, it's too cold and they tip well. You see. And I wanted to get those customers to start talking on my channel so people can understand. If they can get video footage or whatever showing how drivers actually is, still putting it on TikTok. That's their only source of really getting their voice heard. They put it on TikTok. And they make us look bad, make all of us look bad. We got a bad image on us in this community. He's 24 years old, and yeah, he's same age my son. You see, what we need to do is when we're in these apps, try to figure out a way to where we can invest money to where we can get a business going to where we sign the contract, we set the price, and our customers got to negotiate to the price that we set in our contract. Then you get that notary public seal stamp on it and all of that good thing. And then you got you some documents, give them a copy. If they want some additional work done, boom, boom, write up another document for that. Notary public seal on it. Whoop, there it is. But when you do a job, don't shaft the people by half doing a job that they paid for and they didn't get their money worth. Okay? So this is a business. Whether you want to accept it or not. There is a lot of drivers that get out here and they complain about the miles and all of that. I asked a lot of them. I'm gonna have to do probably a poll to really find out. People, they be fudging the polls to where polls don't really be truthful once you put them out there. That how many of you are part-time drivers? Because the ones I asked that felt that way were part-time drivers. Okay, why did you get in this business in the first place? To make money. Then you know you was gonna have to drive. Yes, then if you drive, that means you're gonna accumulate miles, right? It's common sense, right? It wasn't a problem before you sign up, right? Now it's a problem now. It don't make sense to me. Then why did you buy a brand new car to do it in the first place? When you could have got you a good used car to do it, and that used car would have paid for a new car and other things if you manage your money right. We got to start knowing how to micro manage our money and quit letting Doordash micro manage our money and the rest of these gig apps. You remember I talked about titles and deeds. Start getting some ownership of some property, ladies and gentlemen. Start getting some kind of real estate of some property that you invest in your money in. It's what we need to be doing. GigGeezer, he's doing it. There are other drivers that's doing it. Because once this thing collapses, a lot of drivers going to be doing this here, don't know where to go, what to do. It's real talk. I'm being real with it now. You see, you don't see the trolls in here tonight, do you? And people say, don't confront the no, what they said, just ignore the trolls. That's the worst advice that you can give any content creator. And that's including the content creators of YouTube that call themselves iconic content creators that try to help YouTube content creators, with tips, information, and strategy. That is the worst advice you could give any content creator, telling them they need to ignore these trolls. Because if you ignore them, they attack your comment section. They put all this spam stuff in there. Next thing, people turn around and they clicking these links. Folks' accounts getting tapped into and all of this. All of that going to lead back to your channel. So no, you cannot ignore the trolls. Like what I said today either. Can't do that. Man, you barking up a big tree. You messing with the big boy. If you're not telling the story right and true, I'm going to get it to you. Simple as that. You cannot ignore them. You just don't let them ignore you. What you mean by ignore? What I mean that they get on your nerve. They get you to react in a certain way. They get you to act out of character. That's what I mean. Don't let them annoy you. Don't ignore them, and don't let them annoy you. You got resources. You got moderators. Even if you don't have moderators in the room, you can do what I did tonight. They're not in here tonight, and I'm going to republish the video. Once they realize, okay, he got his laws and principles set in order now, we can't mess with him like that now. Yeah, they're gonna still come, but they're not gonna keep coming like they have been. So to new content creators that want to establish a channel, that want to have something to say, do your research on how you need to fix up your platform and protect your platform and protect your brand and your image and protect your name. Okay? I done been through it. They done dragged me up and down through there. Me and Reese both. We got attacked for saying that, well, mainly it was me because I was the one said it. I was like, man, I try to reach out to Black content creators. They ignored me. It was only two that reached out to me. That was GG and High Facts with Robert Reese. Oh boy, did they let me have it. I was so much a racist this, a racist that, and all of that. Yes, brother. Yes. That's what we try to share, man. My experience, somebody can relate to, so they don't have to go through what I went through. You just got a little taste of it, brother. But I got you back. You know what I'm saying? We need a voice like yours in the community, man, to help these younger drivers out here and older drivers out here that are new to the game. The first content they're going to hear is the ones that's up there at the top up there. You go through Google and you type in all this, they're going to be the ones you see first before they see guys like you and I. They don't get a chance to see guys like you and I until it's almost too late in the game for them. You see, so yes, we have a voice. Let's speak to the people. Let's speak to the community. And let's bring a message that's going to have some value in it. And I guarantee you, you're going to find people that's going to stand by you and back you up. Watch and see. The days of keeping small content creators smashed down is over with. We in a new era in this community as far as content is being presented. This how content was presented in this community, and this how they control this community with ride-alongs, ranting, and drama. Information was the last out the four, and they try to snuff it out. But you still have Bentley Coupe and you have your driver Mike, but they don't know everything. None of us know everything now. You see what I'm saying? So I try to bring as much realistic information that I can bring. I went from how-to videos to realistic information. My ride-alongs, I try to do it live and in living color where you see it going down right now. You be able to see, okay, look at that interaction he having with that customer there. Look at that. Ooh, he missed the pothole. Ooh, look at that deer run right across the street. Ooh, look how that customer acting. Ooh, look how the drivers are acting. You gonna see it as it's going down. You know, it's not gonna be all that ching ching, the ching ching, and that's what the problem is. We are our worst nightmare because we've been sitting up here bragging about how much money we making and everything. You got engineers not making $100,000 a year on DoorDash. So I take it back. They are making $100,000. But do you think they ain't feeling a certain kind of way that you making that kind of money and they're not? I mean, they making that kind of money and you making it too. And they look at themselves that they better than us. Talking about all your drivers right now. Had you even considered that? There are some employees that work for DoorDash not making no $35 an hour. Don't you think they feel a certain kind of way when they ordering food and they looking at you as the scum of the earth, the lowest job on the totem pole, a service provider, a delivery driver? They don't look at you as no business owner. They got their nose all up like this here. They feel a certain kind of way. That's right. That's right. TFT taking care of business. In my next live, I will be talking about the decision that I made. It's not going to be in this live, but in the next live it will be. My support going to still be there. My support system going to still be there. Like I'm always there. It's going to be like he never left, but my support system going to still be there. Yeah, I got a journey that I got to travel. Okay, and we're going to stay on that course and on that path. And my brothers, they know I'm there with them 100%. Whatever decision I finally make, you know. And then the other channel and websites and all that I got to build. See, so I got to take time for that. There's going to be people on here that's going to self-destruct and blow up their own channels. They're already doing it. They're blowing up their own channels. We already know who they are. I don't need to say who they are. But they can't get in here tonight, and they showing up don't want to subscribe. I put up the 1 hour. You could have waited. Came on in here and said your piece and unsubscribed like y'all been doing. See, I'm finna stop some of that foolishness that's going on. You see, once they realize, okay, this man, he mean business. We can't mess his channel like we've been messing on it. But that was one of the biggest mistakes Reese and myself made. We had a good heart, good intentions. We was trying to bring community together. And then we got caught in the drum. It came with the territory, mistakes, decisions that have been made and all that done, all been played out now. Each year should be a different level on how we design our channels, how we promote our brand. what we do with that channel and how we have an impact in this community. And take a look in the mirror and look at yourself and give yourself that realism checkup from the neck up. So, man, if I'm really doing things the right way, there's a pro, there's a con in everything that I do. If the con outweighs the pro, maybe I don't need to make this decision on doing things that way. You see. Happy holidays, everyone. I thank all my subscribers, ones that have been down with the pound with me, drivers that I took time to spend 30 days, 60 days, 90 days in training, showing them some of the ropes of the things, the way I do it, because this how I came at first. So thank you, Major. And like I said, in the future, bro, I want to be able to interview you, man. You know, we want to put you in the history books, man, in the documentary of these events that content creators have an impact in that's helping the community. You will be one of them. Just let me know when you're ready, and then we'll do that. PJ, he stepped up out of here. He was in here earlier. He's another one I want to be able to interview. I want to do what you call promote your brand extravaganza. You know, to where I'll be supporting small content creators like myself. We already talked about how I'm going to support and promote Black businesses and other businesses as well. So I will start local. I was told, well, why don't you just start in all the other cities? No, no, no. I got to start at home first. Now, you want to collaborate with me, then you can start locally at your city. Start local at mine, and then we can get together. We can do live streams and everything, and we can work that thing that way. So it's 3 other content creators that wants to do that, and that's going to be some good things right there. We're going to find out some things that us drivers need to know. I think that before drivers even get on the platform, it should be a qualification that they be a customer first and go through a customer course before they become a driver. So they can know how to conduct business with their customers a whole lot better. That's if I was running this business, that's the way it would definitely be. Because I don't want nobody would mess up a multi-billion-dollar business of mine. And I'm just got you, I'm subbing contracts out to you, and you messing my name up. I'll fire you quicker than a hot New York minute if it was me running that type of business. You see, it was gonna have to be excellence. It was gonna have to be, hey, you're gonna have to get your business ethics down. You know, best business practice, quality customer service, excellent professionalism, and I want them repeated clients each year when it comes time to renew these contracts. That's how I feel about it. And that's how I'm going to go. I had a business before, quite a few. That's the reason why I conduct myself that way. You know, so it's what you make out of it. Your business is going to determine the outcome of the results of your business, which is harvest time. Think about it. Oh man, it's just a side hustle. Okay. When the money run out, what then? When it play out, what then? When it hit shipwreck, what then? You need to start doing some investments in you. So what you're gonna do to take the next steps in, okay, I need to start investing some money back into me and leave a legacy for my family once I leave here. Leave something for them. and be able to show them how to be able to manage it properly before I leave. Then once I leave, they already know what to do. Now they make the wrong decisions on them. They can't say they wasn't shown. Can't say they wasn't taught. Feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I will be talking about maybe on my next live my decision, why I made my decision, and all that. I know people got questions. They be able to ask me. They won't be able to ask me right off the bat unless I be interviewed. But I'm not going to be interviewed on my channel. But I will have that time to where you have questions and answers. They call it Q&A session. You'll be able to ask those questions there. Then I answer them questions. That's how I'm going to conduct business accordingly. I'm going to start before I start doing my lives. I'm going to already have some of them already somewhat scheduled. And then if I had that time to have everything set, then I just pop on in, just like I did tonight. You see, because it's very imperative to use these resource tools that YouTube give content creators and use it to its full extent in protecting your brand and your image. Now I'm going to go through the comments. See, it looks much better. You know, it looks much better in here. Let me pull it up. All right, let's start here. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Learn more. I may be able to address in future videos some of my pet peeves that's going to be along with the community guidelines. I got it in slow mode. Send a message every 15 seconds. The Doordash revolution, turn on subscriber only mode. Only channel subscribers of 1 hour or longer can send messages. We had a YP up in here said greetings from New York. We can't hear you. We had a T Money in here said no sound. Rev and then TFT said the audio is live. PM gave me thumbs up. Yes, sir. We had Hot Facts Rob Reese give me a fist bump. I put my subscriber mode on 24 hours today. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. You got to do that because that's another thing I didn't address about Pedro. What Pedro do, Reese, if he's still in here, he's a witness. Those that have seen the battles, they're a witness. What Pedro do, he'll sit there and he'll build a fortress of a wall where can't nobody come in. But then he feel like he got a right to come in your channel, spam your channel, troll your channel, talk bad to you anytime he wanna. Then when they come to his channel, oh, you're gonna have to subscribe. So, you know, I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, we got hope all is well with you. It is, bro. It is. My health is still good and everything. You know, I know my eyes don't be looking right. I'm gonna get them checked out. But yeah, we still good for us we know. But yeah, it's time for us to get a checkup. We gonna do that. Men don't like to get their physical done, and we need to start doing that. Getting the physical. I'm mainly talking about me and others that's old school like that. We need to start getting checked out. We need to get checked out before we drop to the floor. Then think about, oh, now we got to go to the doctor. That's right. That's right, Major. You know, he's not silent. They ain't gonna be able to shut him up. That's good. Like I said, we need more new content creators out here. There will be a new era of content being put on in this community. It already happened. It happened once Reese and I came on the scene, and others after us. You know, you got PJ, you got Miko Entrepreneur, you got a whole lot of them. And if I miss saying names tonight, forgive me on it. But I am giving a shout out to all of those that's making the difference, bringing new content to this community. All right. Very true, capped and throttled. It is. This is what content creators are afraid of. Yes, they are. Manipulations of the drivers. It goes against big earnings and so on. It does. It does. And DoorDash, they real clever. They looking at, okay, we seeing more and more drivers knowing how to maximize their earnings on these EBT. We're going to send them EPO first. So it's oversaturated with drivers. Only going to be a certain amount of drivers going to get them orders. Other ones not going to be able to get them. And having that TD status, you see certain things different on that DoorDash app than non-top dashers. That's something they didn't want you to know too. I explained it in one of my videos. Those higher payouts on the EBT, the $23.50 to $22.50. Why you think the other content creators not talking about? Check their story out. You're gonna find out they don't have the top dasher status. That's why they don't see those things. Because if they did the way they like to brag, trust me, they would have put it on video. That's one of my proof right there. So when you get this status, it's certain, it unlocks certain opportunities and everything. Options that I'm good at using. I lost 50% earnings when I was a non-top dasher. We talking about a driver that can make $150 in 3 hours, go to the house, chill, come back out that evening, do 2 more hours, I go home. 180, 185, sometimes 2 plus. You know, I didn't have to get out there no 10 hours to do it. A lot of drivers was mad at me about it. Then I was showing drivers about it. They were like, no, we ain't got to listen to him. All we need is the LOP. They messed up the program. So when they're greedy and thirsty and people just use you for the information, it falls back on them later on. I ain't got to worry about that. Okay, no problem, right? We had information man in the house. I like for people to check him out. He got powerful. Check his channel out, the information man. We got Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Everyone that is in here that knows him, check his channel out. We got PJ the Gig Hustler. Check his channel out. TFT, he's in the house here. He's the master of arms with the TCB, you know, and everything. And then we got her Smash and all that. So yeah, I got to start doing some more things with TCB, and you know, taking care of business. We about business, you know, promoting your business, promoting your brand. I would like to have more subscribers speaking out. You have a voice. You got good ideas. You can address things that we hadn't addressed, or want things to be addressed that we haven't addressed. You may have solution to problems we not even aware of. We need to hear your voice. We need to hear you speak. You know, I said the Gig2 community needs to keep in mind the customers may be watching this content. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was part of that problem too. And I started real. I'm gonna tell you how I found out. When they looked at a video of me and always cherry pick this Jewish community, they was ready to, you know, do business with me. My sister was gonna come down. She was gonna talk to the rabbi. They was gonna, you know, she know because she did a business with you know the Jewish community up there in Indianapolis, Indiana. And when they saw that, man, and then I got a call, they was like, no, we found somebody else, and we don't think you'll be a good fit for this community. You see, and that's when I realized then, you know, that I got to do some changes and build a portfolio and all of that. That's the reason why I didn't go to LinkedIn in the first place. I needed a portfolio. You know, I know 5 business men and lady there, and they already told me, you know, you can get your 1,000 just like that. You know, we know so many people, get people, you know, if you need the help in this and the help in that and all that. I said, it's fine and dandy. I need to build my platform first, you know, before, you know, we get a chance to forecast and showcase me. You know, I gotta get my house in order. You know, the opportunity is still there. Hopefully we'll get some experts on this channel, you know, talk about mental health, you know, not just a driver, an expert, you know, and everything. So where drivers can ask questions and all this, get them to even look at the channel of the behaviors of content creators, and then they come and they can, you know, address what the problem is and all of that. You got to get to the root of the problem so you can have a solution for that problem, right? Sam Lee, $300,000 in 2.5 years on the apps. 274,000 on DoorDash, 33,000 on other apps combined. I'm gonna read that one more time. All right. Read that one more time. I'm trying to get to something as usual. All right, let me read that one more time. Sam Lee, 300,000, 2.5 years on the app, 274,000 on DoorDash, and 33,000 on other apps combined. See, I'm gonna read it one more time. No, one more time. Sam Lee, 300,000 in 2.5 years on the apps, ladies and gentlemen. 274,000 on DoorDash and 33,000 on other apps combined. Congratulations, Sam, for doing that. I hope that you be able to invest in your business plan that you have and your goals and get some real estate and other investment opportunities that you got set. TFT they may choose to stop tipping due to the content and they can screw the rest of us. It's already happened here. It already happened here in TFT. It already happened here and it's happening. Drivers complaining and struggling. They complain, not realizing that they did damage to their own self as well. Um, these different programs are designed to weed drivers out, bad drivers, you know, and everything, but we still need higher base pay. You see, DoorDash need to pay that higher base pay for the no tip orders. You think I'm not going to take advantage of that opportunity while we have that opportunity? I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to be on EBT all day. There's some times, man, you better not fool with that feature. And then you can't get anything popping on the EPO. That's the time you don't need to be on the DoorDash app. You need to be on another app making money. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You got to catch it at certain times when it does this here. It fluctuates. You remember when peak pays, you used to know ahead of time what those peak pays gonna be. I'm looking in my case study. I'm like, man, I can't even determine when the peak pays drop. I got to get used to this fluctuation of in what areas when these peak pays popping off like this that I can afford to take an hour to make that 20 plus an hour. And my active time and my dash time is 10 or 15 minutes apart. That means I'm not wasting time because I'm getting paid for my time. I'm getting paid by the minute. They should have been paying us for by the minute. Why they didn't do this during the pandemic? When we had to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours at these restaurants, not only DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and the rest of them. Pay Will they pay for time and didn't? No. Because the kind of time and distance I was getting from Grubhub was. That's the reason why I'm a notorious cherry picker with Grubhub. They looking like, man, do the man even want to work on that? Cause I'm spoiled to the money I used to make on Grubhub. Now, the best you're gonna get out of it in my market, you're gonna get $1 a mile. It's gonna send you 10 miles, 20 miles, whatever. 10 miles for the $10, 20 miles for the $20. It's gonna send you all over the place. It's gonna start giving it to you. Then you gotta build your ratings up for that. It's kind of tough for me to do that. So my thing was to make full-time money doing it part-time. And I did that. Full-time paid, part-time. Start checking my videos out. Quit listening to people and just start checking them out. I can simply turn it on. If I don't cut nothing on. All right, let's try this. All right. Move out of y'all way for a second. I'm not gonna be long. We just gonna talk about a few things here. You see where it says "Take It to the Street" show. I talk about the gig drivers, black issues, and mental health. And got the phone numbers there, people. During this time of the year and everything, you got lonely folks out here. Nobody to come visit them, see them. You got homeless people out here in the streets. Living out in the fields with tents and tarps and all of that. Okay, you got that going on. Hold on, let me get down here for a second. Okay, and then we got DoorDash cracking down on drivers. Who next? We talked about that there, and let's see what else we're going to check on. What's this here? Gig earnings. Okay, who's talking about rideshare rodeo? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find some more stuff right quick. Okay, we talked about that. Y'all already know. There's me and George John. This is not the first time Pedro been reviewed by me. He got reviewed that day. This is what I like people to see right here. When you go to my playlist, it's going to talk about DoorDash earn about time and guaranteed base pay. I talks about it in the premiere edition. That is a manager there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get to her. And this is a manager here. Pay attention to what she got to say. Manager today, right? All right. Tell our viewers how important and how imperative it is that we have to confirm our orders and everything before we take them.
Right. So, if you don't and, you run off with it or drop it or whatever, that's wasting our product and our money.
Right. Right.
So I think it's better for everybody to make sure everything gets done right. Definitely act, for everything else.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let me stop there for a second. Let me see, can I bounce out of that? It was something she said. I don't know, did y'all catch it? She said that is money coming out of their pockets, the employee pockets, or the manager pocket. I'm going to have to go back and get back with her and find out more about that. Is y'all being held accountable now for not checking to make sure these drivers confirming the order, to where the money is now coming out of your pocket? She said that I heard that. I wasn't paying attention to it then until just then. And I'm gonna have to go back, see can I get with her and see can I get that interview. You see what I'm saying? See, so drivers, our behavior, man, we got to change. We got to change that jacked up way about how we doing things. She just got through saying that it's money out of their pockets, and I didn't catch it then. I wish I had caught it then, and I would have asked that question, and she would have been able to explain it. But what I'm gonna do is see can I catch up with her to get her to explain that. Let's see what else here. Let me watch. Okay, let's move on. This is another manager I believe I talked to. Let's check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, the Doordash Revolution. Smash subscribe and hit the notification bell. We were right here at American Dealers where I had an interview with a store manager talking about the procedures of confirmation of your order. Peace, take care, and we'll see you. Okay, so I did get a chance to talk to him. I thought it was on that one. And we also did one with the law enforcement of. I'm gonna let y'all hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, the Doordash Revolution. Smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share this video, leave comments down below. I was trying to give you some of the advantage. But these young men were standing outside and I asked them were they keeping each other out of trouble. They said, no, sir, we're doing something for the youth. Now we're getting ready to turn it over to this young man here so he can tell us what they're doing today.
Hey, how you doing?
And your name is?
My name is Andre Smith.
And yours?
Gavin
Stone.
Yeah, we're with LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs. We're helping kids with drug awareness and anti-violence. LEAD is taking one-time donations to provide free education and mentorship programs for local schools.
All right, so how does it work as far as the donation and all of that?
Okay. Our goal here today is to reach that chief that's impacting the entire school. We help from the community. We're only a captain away. Our most popular package today has been the sergeant package, which impacts a full classroom with 30 students, and we send our caregivers to the homeless.
Okay. Do you guys go throughout Memphis when y'all do this? I think I've seen you guys one time in Jackson.
Yeah, we're set up all over Memphis, Mississippi. We're in 42 states, but yeah, we're currently right now in Memphis, Mississippi.
Okay, do you guys do this every day, or how many times is that? Every day?
Yes.
Every day. So where's going to be the next spot you guys can be at so I can tell my viewers?
We don't know exactly where we're going to be, so we just can't say exactly where we're going to be. I think they keep that confidential from us.
Right. So today, how long you guys going to be here today?
Until we reach our goal, there's no 6
Okay.
Most likely about 5 or 6. So basically,
All right, so y'all do for the homeless and you also do for the children. What else do you guys do?
just drug awareness. We just help kids with drug awareness and anti-violence. We also have a program that's for mental health and suicide prevention and stuff like that. But us, we're just doing drug awareness and anti-violence.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you had heard it from me, the Doordash Revolution. And if you're out here in the Carterville area by Lennox, right across from Chick-fil-A, please come by and donate for a worthy and good cause. We thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace and take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's some of the things that we are doing. You know, that's some of the things we are doing. We got more things we're gonna do. This is just an example of what we have already done. So it's at 2 hours now, and I know people want to go to bed, go to sleep, get their day started and stuff. I started late, but I thought I need to do this very important live stream tonight. And each one going to even get to the next level and the next level. Thank you so much for sharing and taking time out of your busy schedule to come to our channel. I thank everyone that's here tonight. Take care, peace, and may God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.